Okay, so there's been a lot of discourse about Taylor Swift, and I've been really debating whether or not to join the conversation only because yes, I am a Swiftie. I've heard it all about, oh my God, what you guys been hearing now is what we've always been hearing, and like I heard it all. Okay, we get it. Okay. What I want to talk about is I want to talk about the cash grab. Taylor is always saying of how protective she is over her fans, and I understand that the 3-day movie that she put out was a listening party, and it had a music video. And so I understand what that was about, right? And it was great. I went, my sister went, and so the issue I have is that, with this movie, it had, and obviously she put in a lot of work, as you can see, but with this movie, she played the music video twice, and I'm sure there was a reason for it. She showed us behind the scene footage of how she made the music video, and then we were able to watch it again at the end of the movie, right? But the issue I have is that she then posts that she has behind the scene footage of the writing and everything that happened to make this album. But we're gonna have to pay for the deluxe version. And at a certain point, you have to ask yourself whether or not she is overprotective of her fans or is she overprotective of their wallets? Because why wouldn't this have been something that you would have added to the movie? But now your fans have to pay an extra thing for the deluxe to see the behind the scenes. Like, that should have been in the movie that people came out to see. People came out to see this movie of you and your album. Yes, it was a listening party, but then it just starts to become greedy. Like, why have the people that support you and listen to you, yes, it is a symbiotic relationship, yes, we're both benefiting here, but why would you have them pay movie tickets to come out and see you, and then on top of that, now we have to pay for the deluxe to see the behind the scenes? It almost feels embarrassing in some ways, not because like she didn't work hard on this, etc. It's more of embarrassing of, it's like, how much are they really willing to pay to see me? It's coming off as taking advantage of the situation. If you have a movie out in theaters, I don't care if it's for one day, then that should have been incorporated into the movie. And then if we really want to have an honest conversation, tell me how come I paid movie tickets and then the next day it's on YouTube. And don't get me wrong, like, there's a lot of platforms here where you can watch movies now, and then you can also watch them streaming at home as well. But it just, at least for me, I felt like an idiot. I'm like, had I known this was gonna be on YouTube, why would I have paid to see it that weekend? It just, like I said, when you kind of add, at least for me, when I'm adding all these thoughts in my head, it doesn't come off as someone who is protective of their fans. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like in some ways you're treating your fans like moron. Oh, let's see how far they'll go to watch me. Ha 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 ha. Like, that's how it feels sometimes, And then I feel like if you are a Swiftie, if you say anything, then they'll all say, oh, you're not a fan. I feel like you can have constructive criticism and still, and this goes for any artist. I feel like you're able to have constructive criticism and still like the artist. And I feel like a lot of people in this fan base, this community, you say one thing wrong about Taylor, give actual fair constructive criticism, you are deemed, okay, well, you didn't like her anyways, you're not a Swiftie to begin with. I mean, all the lyrics are up for interpretation. Like, like, you can go on social media for days and you can see people interpret everything, but I'm here to talk about just the money aspect of it and how there are things that I'm observing that she could have done to be fair about everything, and it just seems like it was just a cash grab here, cash grab there, cash grab, and then I'm start questioning things. And look, she is a businesswoman, so I would understand this from honestly anyone else, but anyone that makes it a point, to the public eyes, that they care so much about their fans that, you know, it just seems the behavior isn't aligning with the words. What are your opinions? Feel free to come at me. It's fine. This is an honest conversation over here. But I was having these thoughts. I'm on my break at work and I was like, should I make this video? But this has been really bothering me. As a Swiftie, I'm like, we saw this movie, came out to see this movie, and you didn't think to add, you had 2 music videos in there, which was the same music video, and it's fine because she looked like, they all look like they worked really hard on it, because there was a lot of the people from the Eras Tour too, so, you know, it was good, but I'm like, really? You didn't want to add that to the movie, but we have to then buy your deluxe. Okay, just let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, because now I'm sounding like a broken record, but I gotta say something. It's not right. It's just, in my opinion, it's not right.